computer. So, hello, welcome. This is I'm Mark, and I'm with my colleague Margo, and we are EQSM, which is an acronym for the Elite uh, Quantum Self Mastery. We are here to help raise global consciousness or consciousness on our planet. We're doing this as a team because, yeah, because teams work better. Um, I'm going to ask Margo some questions. Our topic today is on reality and how reality, um, or what we may think about reality, we may or things we may not know, give us some insights on reality. So I'll ask Margo some questions, and Margo's going to enlighten us with some answers. Um, and hopefully you'll get some enjoyment out of it, and some some ahas, some knowledge, and uh, yeah. But without further ado, I'll get into the questions for you, or for us. So Margo, g'day, Margo.
Hello, Mark.
Margo, what does it mean to influence reality? So, in your humble opinion, what does that mean?
Well, for me, I've been learning all these new things, and Mark and I have been on this journey together. He's just an amazing colleague and friend. And influencing reality means having an impact on the way things happen in the world around us. Understanding that our thoughts, our actions, and our intentions can shape the world around us, what we experience. Like a quick example would be if you get up in the morning and stub your toe, ow. And then you can think, man, this is terrible. It really hurts. This is going to be a bad day. Everything's going wrong already. But we have a choice. We can influence our day. What if we say instead, ow, that really hurt. Okay, feeling the pain. I'm so glad I got that out of the way. Now the rest of my day is going to be awesome and amazing. And believe that. And we really can shape how our day goes. I think we've all kind of felt that.
No, I see what you're saying, and yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yes, makes a lot of sense. Just depending on where we focus or what we focus on. Yeah, do we focus on cup half full or cup half empty? Yeah. Well, thank you for that. We'll just keep ourselves rolling here. Now, Margo, how does the double slit experiment relate to our perception of reality? You know, that wonderful science experiment that those cool scientists have performed. And lots, in case our audience are unaware of the double slit experiment, we won't go into detail about the definition of it, but just simply Google it, and you'll understand what that is. So, but Mark.
Excellent. Yes, something that science has proven. And what happens in the split, say that three times, double slit experiment suggests when we're
Yes.
not observing reality, and this has been done through like electron microscopes, when we're not observing our reality, it's a state of probability and it's just a wave. And what that implies is when we look at something, it actually influences the manifestation of a particle or a wave. And just real quickly, when we look at what we're made of, we are actually made of 0.999999% of nothing or of wave, and only 0.000001% of our being are particles. Just blows your mind, yeah?
Absolutely, absolutely. And when you think about um, that, it's like, I know when I thought about that, it was like, wow. And I guess you just don't. We in our normal day-to-day lives, we just don't think about those things, and it's really cool that we're having this conversation today, which helps, which others will go, wow, never thought about that, never heard of it, or whatever. Mm. But interesting. So, Our next question will be or is, how can we change? What sort of, yeah, how can we change our reality? You know, if we wanted to change, if I'm if yeah, if someone is in a certain place, how do they move to another place? Uh,
Well, when we think about it, for me, before I started studying these things, I was spending probably 80% of my day what I call sleeping awake, going through the motions. You get up, you get ready, you go, you work, you do everything all day, and you're not making conscious decisions about it. So we can actually change our reality by making conscious choices and decisions, choosing a different perspective, designing new ways to look at things. We can rewrite the script of our life and create a new reality. And the biggest first step is just becoming aware because we're running patterns that we learned since small children, a lot of them. Being aware of those patterns and making a conscious effort to change them can be just amazing to change our lives.
yes, yes. It sounds so simple, but oftentimes the simple things are the hardest ones to do because, like you said, we're dealing with behavior that um, an unconscious behavior. I know for myself um, when I'm doing some things, and we're not talking about this in this session, but you know, just levels of consciousness and where you are uh, and where you're playing or riding in that space and just that awareness, having that awareness uh, helps greatly in that. Um, our next question and our final question for this topic: what is the purpose of using models such as virtual reality or religion? What's the purpose of using those models there?
Well, when we think about the way the world is designed, atoms, molecules, we have 37 trillion cells in our body
Hmm.
that are having 500 electrochemical reactions every second. It's just an amazing machine that we've been given as a free gift. But using
Yeah.
models like virtual reality, like religion, help us understand and navigate the world because we don't have our five senses, sight, taste, touch, smell, and sound, that we can't see the depth of how it works. So using models helps us understand it. It's just
Right.
frameworks and perspective so they can offer benefits and insights into how the world works. And it's important to approach them with an open mind and also skepticism. So we don't want to be dogmatic. There are people that believe the way they believe and they're never going to change. And whether or not there are facts backing it up. And what I like to do is just learn new things and then test those theories. So that's what we're doing here as a team. And
Oh, indeed.
it's really fun to grow and change no matter how young you are.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, I think speaking about no matter, just following up on what you said, no matter where you are in your life in your life's journey, oftentimes I think people, and I don't want to digress here, but people forget that in some schools of science, and when people talk about reality, time, that sort of thing, and I've heard and understand that everything happens at the same time, and you really like your childhood, your middle years, your more senior years, and then even all happening at once. But anyway, but you're quite right on that. Models do help us make sense of that, and then helping potentially us navigate uh, through that and make those changes. Well, Margo, it's been great to ask you these questions and for you to give us these answers. And on our next call of Q and A's, as we'll just call this Q and A's, and our next call, guys, will be about. We'll look at what will we be looking at, Margo? What shall we look at next? Today was some questions around reality. what shall we look at next?
I'm thinking it would be really fun to delve into learning genius, how we learn and how we can learn better. What do you think? And maybe even
Yes,
turn the tables, and I
yes,
might ask
yes,
Mark
yes.
some questions.
Yes, indeed, indeed, indeed. So we'll leave you at that. We thank you very much all for just sharing this moment with us. Hopefully, and you got something out of that. If you would like us to delve further in anything that you may have heard today or in the future, just drop us. You can drop us a little. I think our contact details are on the link, or respond, make a comment wherever you see this. If you see it on our blog, a comment there. If you see it on our channel, you can just drop a question in there. But we would love to hear your feedback. We would love to yeah, just to engage and be engaged. So on that, we thank you very much for being with us, and we look forward to seeing you again. All right. Okay. Bye for now. I'll have to edit that. I don't know how to stop.